When you are getting into your position, whether you are laying down or sitting upright, you can just feel that your shoulders are stacked right over your hips or in line with your hips. And you can also feel maybe your pubic bone, the space right in the middle of your hip bones. Feel that aligned with your navel. Feel that aligned with your sternum, the place in between the breastbone. And then feel that aligned with your throat center, your nose, and so on, up the crown of the head. And if you want to check in with the back of your body in that alignment, you can do that same sort of tracing at the space at the center of the sacrum, or like right where the tailbone is basically, and feel that straight line up your spine, through the back of your heart, so the space right in between the shoulder blades, through the back of your neck, and through the crown of your head. So it's kind of checking in on all angles around you, from the front, the side, the back, and just see that just see what your alignment is. You don't even have to get yourself like completely straight right away, and just be curious of what your resting posture is like. Like for me, my resting posture is very tilted because I have some curving in my spine, and my shoulders like to come forward. So just knowing what your resting point is can be really helpful to you, and then straightening yourself out from there, or getting yourself to a place where you feel maybe a little bit lighter and stacked beneath gravity, so that as gravity is coming down on you, it's resting you into a place that's comfortable and not into a place where you're kind of like crunched it over yourself, you know. If you're in a space where you feel safe to do so, at any point you can allow your eyes to close if they're not closed already. And marking your arrival to this space, to this practice, with a big cleansing breath. So taking a conscious deep inhale through the nose, feeling yourself fill up to every corner and edge of your body, and then just holding that breath within you for just a moment or two, noticing what that feels like to be full. And then without straining, whenever you need to, slowly, like you're slowly letting air out of a mattress or something, just letting all of that go, letting yourself decompress a little bit more. And even when you think you're empty, see if you can push just a little bit more air out of you. And then pause there and notice what that's like to be totally empty. Allowing your next breath to come naturally, without strain, and maybe doing that a few more times. If you're in a space where maybe you're feeling a little bit anxious or a little bit too much in your head, it can be helpful to do, I think that they call it a box breath, where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold that for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold that for 4. So it's 4, 4, 4, 4 in the 4 parts of the breath. And it's just the relationship between the breath that's important. So whenever you're doing a breathing exercise where, like there's another one, 4, 7, 8 breath, where you inhale for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. And it's just the ratio that's important there. So I know sometimes it can feel like forever to hold your breath for 7 full seconds, but as long as you're counting for yourself at the same rate, it's that ratio that is helpful. So letting this be your practice, letting my cues today be options for you, be suggestions. But if at any point I say something that does not feel good for you to focus on or doesn't resonate with you, feel free to take or leave anything that I say today. This is just a guidance through your own body, and your body is far more intelligent than my words could ever be. So listening to your body first and letting my cues just be that invitation to listen to your body and to listen to the specific areas and just see what they have to say to you, or see what sensations you feel as you tune in. So first, just noticing your face, letting your awareness soften across your face. And notice what your resting face position was like, just like we did with our posture. You can also notice if your posture has changed from when we first adjusted that. And getting yourself back into that position where you're stacked under gravity, and noticing if maybe your forehead is scrunched, maybe your eyelids are scrunched, or your jaw is tight. All very common places to hold. And then consciously just allow your forehead to release, allow the eyebrows to soften and get a little wider. Allow your jaw to hang into place. And simply just by being aware of the muscles in your face, that can be all that we need in order to soften. If you imagine all of the muscles that are in your cheeks, that are in your eyebrows, forehead, eyelids even, your jawline, your ears, your scalp, there's just so many muscles that exist here. And just communicating to your muscles through your breath and through your mind and awareness that it is safe to release. There is no need for you to hold any expression on your face at this moment. There's no need for your forehead or your eyes to resist anything at all. And just by being patient and by checking in, consciously allowing the muscles in your face to rest. And as you allow your jaw to hang into place, you'll notice how that naturally will soften the muscles in your cheeks, the muscles underneath your eyes, all the little muscles across your lash line and your eyelids, so that the eyelids are just simply resting over the eyeballs. And even your eyeballs, allowing those to rest into the sockets. There's no need for you to hold your eyes up into any position. And just let your eyes be held by their sockets. Let your ears rest into place. And feel your entire scalp soften. All of the hair follicles in your head, feel those release any tension. And then as you allow your heart to come forward toward the front of your body, you'll feel your shoulders relax down away from the ears. So you feel the full length of your neck. Feel the back of your neck, the sides of your neck getting a little bit longer. Just clearing that path between your heart and your brain, and your eyes and everything in your head. Just trying to get that path as direct as possible. Letting your arms and hands be totally soft. Letting your stomach soften. And just feeling all the muscles in your stomach and even your rib cage, feeling all of that relax so that your rib cage is kind of hugging your lungs, and that the muscles across your stomach and your back are almost hugging your organs. And just noticing how your body is protecting itself at all times just by the existence of your muscles and your bones. Naturally just keeping you safe from outside things that might be harmful. And keeping everything inside you. Softening your hips, softening your glutes, your pelvic floor. And softening all the muscles in your legs, in your feet, and your toes. So as your body breathes in now, maybe feeling that breath able to travel to every corner and edge of your body, just with a little bit more ease than when we first started. As all the muscles in the body soften and relax, that allows the air to travel with a bit more ease, just travel through the body. And now just start to bring your awareness into your eyes. And just notice where you are looking. Maybe you're looking at the backs of the eyelids. Maybe you're peering into the third eye center, the space between the eyebrows. Or maybe the eyes are rolling back further, looking into the mind, into the skull. Or maybe your eyes are open. Maybe you're on a walk or doing something. Just wherever your eyes are looking, just practice softening your gaze. And keeping the eyes still. It's almost like you're fixated on one point. But at the same time, you see everything in your periphery. You're seeing everything that exists in the wide space that you can see. And even if that is just darkness or just black from the inside of your head, or maybe there's some light seeking through or seeping through, maybe you're seeing some colors and shapes, or maybe you're seeing some clear pictures or visions. Just whatever it is that you're seeing, practice being the observer of sight. So not attaching to what you're seeing, not labeling what it is you're seeing, or trying to see anything specific, or having judgments about what it is that you see. Maybe you think you should be seeing something different. And just catching yourself when or if you have those thoughts. And just know that that is part of this practice. That is a natural thought to have. And then just coming back to the observer. By doing that, you're automatically observing once again. So coming at this from a point of curiosity, coming at this whole practice from a place of listening. There is no doing or thinking required of you during this practice. This is an energetic, sensatory listening process. And you'll never know what you're going to find. There's no need for you to try to find anything specific. Each time that you sit down for this practice, something different will happen. Sometimes it will feel very connected and very profound. And other times it will feel like not much of anything. And just know that you need both experiences, because nothing would feel profound if everything felt profound. So starting to just notice how what you're seeing makes your body respond. Maybe your hands start to tense up, or your shoulders, or your stomach. And just remind the rest of your body to soften. And you can start to bring some awareness into your ears as well. So if it's too much to think about splitting your awareness between your eyes and your ears, then you can just fully focus on your ears right now. But if you want to try out just splitting that awareness, you can focus on your sense of sight and your sense of hearing and listening. And notice how they react to one another, how maybe what you hear can affect what you see. And as you're listening, just noticing all the different layers of sounds that exist around you. Seeing whatever you can tap into that's furthest away from your physical body. Maybe just being the birds outside, or the traffic going by, or a plane, or whatever it is in the environment that you're in. And then gradually letting your awareness dance through all the different layers and just listening wherever your attention is drawn. So even if there's sounds around you that you might first label as annoying or distracting, see if you can loosen that resistance, or loosen that label that you've put on it, and just question that. As you remember that every single sound that is being created is meant to be there, or else it wouldn't be there. Every sound is just another expression of divine, of God, of spirit. So kind of the same thing that we did with our sense of sight, how you just kind of glaze over the eyes and looking at one thing, like you're still, but you're also looking at everything. Kind of doing that with your listening as well. So practicing hearing the constant hum, hearing the patterns that exist in the sounds, even when it doesn't sound like it at first. And just, it's kind of like your own personal symphony, your own personal background music. As you remember that there is not one other soul that is hearing exactly what it is that you are hearing, that is seeing what it is that you're seeing. Knowing that your senses, your ears, your eyes are completely unique to you. And that is something that is special, that is noteworthy, and that is worth exploring and worth sharing. And just tracing even the unique shape of your ears and the unique shape of your eye sockets, and just the way that light and sound enter your body. And as you're listening, you can maybe even start to hear your own body making sounds with the rest of your environment. Your inside world just as loud as your outside world. Listening to the sound of your breath, listening to the sound of your heartbeat. Even if that is just through feeling, you can listen with your whole body. Your skin can listen. Your all of the nerve endings on your skin have a sense of listening as well. So just bringing your attention into your heart center and listening closely to the rhythm, the unique rhythm of your own heartbeat. And as you're tuning into your heart, just allow your body to feel safe here. Allow your body to feel held. Just keep reminding all the muscles throughout your body, throughout your face, that it is completely safe for you to soften into the rhythm of your heart. It is completely safe for your muscles to release, to relax. And just the fact that you can listen to the words that I'm saying, just the fact that you have the ability to sit here and tune in to this practice, reminding yourself just how deeply and incredibly lucky and blessed you are. Knowing that there are so many different people and different life experiences in this world, and you have been blessed enough to be given this life where you have technology, you have a phone, a computer, laptop, whatever. You have the ability to hear sound. You have the ability to see whatever it is that you happen to see. You have the ability to smell, hopefully, and taste. Hopefully nobody's lost that from COVID or anything. You have the ability to feel your skin, your hands, the nerve endings. You can sense the world around you. And just knowing that these things are deep, deep blessings, and not everyone has them. Even just the fact that your lungs can breathe and your heart is beating. These are all blessings. There's nothing in particular that you have done to deserve any of this. They are just pure gifts of life to you. And your life is all about what you do with those gifts. How do you share the blessings that you were given? Knowing that we all have very different ways of doing that, and they're all equally necessary. And there is no need for you to compare your journey to anyone else's. There's no need for you to compare your thoughts with anyone else's. Because as we have just felt, our senses are unique to us. The way that we see things, the way we feel things, the way we hear things. There is not one other person who feels things the exact way that we do, the exact way that you do. Just coming back to your power, reminding yourself of your power. And having a deep sense of compassion for yourself. Knowing that we are oftentimes hardest on ourselves. And just trusting that anything you might label as a regret or as a mistake that's happened in your life, it got you exactly to this point. It got you exactly to where you are today. And where you are today is alive. You are blessed. You are able to take time out of your day to listen, to tune into yourself. So there were no mistakes. There was nothing that went wrong. Every single event in our life is just a stepping stone to the next event. And it's very easy to get caught in that trap of regret or assuming that there are things that are mistakes in life. And that is worth pondering. It's worth having those thoughts. I think all or most thoughts are helpful in some capacity for a certain amount of time, as long as we always come back to the truth at the end. We come back to the fact that we do everything exactly as we should. All the decisions that we make them to the best of our ability with the knowledge that we have. So even if we learn new information later where we would have changed our decision, it doesn't matter because we didn't have that information at the time. So just having the same compassion for yourself as you would for your child or for your best friend or anyone who you love really deeply. Or if they came up to you and was like, oh, I really messed up, I did this thing, how would you respond to them? And then just comparing that with how you respond to yourself with the same situation. And just the first step is noticing. The first step is noticing the difference. Noticing if you are significantly harsher on yourself than your loved ones. And then just being curious, asking yourself why that is. Whose voice even is that? A lot of times the critical voices inside of us aren't even our voices. They're the voices of bullies in school, or parents if they were harsh on us, or just anyone throughout your life who has been hypercritical of you. And sometimes parts of us will latch on to those voices and continue to let them echo inside of us if we are unaware. But simply by being aware that those voices are not us, because who you are at your core is nothing but kind and understanding and gentle and patient and loving and compassionate and grateful, and all of these loving qualities. Those core feelings, that is who you are. And all of these critical thoughts or hypercritical and fixating thoughts, they aren't necessarily you. But just using your discernment, knowing when it serves you to reflect, and maybe when you acted in a way where you don't want to act that way in the future, that is useful too. So sometimes kindness can look like those hard truths and just being brutally honest with yourself when you did something that doesn't align with your values. But just always coming at it from that point of understanding and patience with yourself, knowing that you're not going to get everything right. You are not perfect. And all you can do is your best, and that's all you will ever do. And just focusing on the next best thing. What is the next best thing you can do for yourself, for your soul, for your own inner light? What feeds that love that's in your heart? What reminds you of your truest self? What makes you happy? What makes you laugh? What makes you feel that tingly feeling, or you're just right where you need to be? What things make you feel passionate? And just remembering that you have the ability to turn your focus to your passions whenever you want. You have the ability to sprinkle some love or some things that make you happy throughout your entire day, even if that is simply singing your favorite song at the top of your lungs, or jumping up and down, or moving your body in funny ways that just feels good. Whatever makes you feel like you're alive. And then as you feel your body soften under these words and accept these messages as being truth, just feeling a deep sense of gratitude. Being truly thankful for this life that you have, for all the abilities that you have. Even if that is simply your ability to hear, or your heart's ability to beat, or your lungs' ability to breathe. And just allow all of this love, allow all of these truth, these messages to soak into your body. Soak into the pores on your skin, into the muscles, the bones, the bloodstream, the cells, the organs, just everything in your body. Any message that you heard today that serves you, that feels like it might be helpful to your life and to your mindset, just trust that your body has heard, that your subconscious has heard. And anything that you hear throughout your life that resonates with you, where you hear it and you're like, yes, that's true, I feel that to be truth inside my body, know that the only reason you have those feelings is because you already know it. And I'm not telling you any new information. These are things that your body already knows. And that feeling of something resonating is just when you hear from an outside perspective what you're already feeling on the inside. So just trusting your body a little bit deeper, knowing that your body is so intelligent and can tell you anything and everything that you would like to know. As long as we just give it the space, the time, the patience, the love, and understanding to do so. So just trusting that everything that serves you is already within you and will be guiding your subconscious to act in ways that support these thoughts. And anything that didn't serve you will naturally just fall away. Or anything that was built up that you're ready to release will naturally fall away. And if it feels like something you would like to do, you can bring your hands to find each other in a prayer position at heart center. And just feeling the pulsing of your palms into each other as you just tune into your heartbeat and maybe even trace the veins that are traveling from your heart down the arms into your hands. That pulse that is running through your body, across your chest, down the arms, through the hands, and just seeing that circle of energy that you're creating around your heart center. Feeling your true power here. Taking a big conscious deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just allowing your body to soften, allowing your head to bow, and just taking this moment to deeply thank whoever or whatever it is that is allowing you to be here, to your creator, your maker. Giving thanks to your ancestors, your spirits, your guides, your angels, everyone who is around you, helping you, guiding you throughout every moment of every day, whether you feel them or not. And giving thanks to everyone in this space for their time, for their openness to receiving this practice. And most importantly, giving this thanks to yourself, just for showing up, just for your heart beating, just for being here, for opening, listening, and receiving. And may this practice continue to heal you through the rest of your Friday and into a wonderful weekend. And may you bring this same love and energy into everything that you do and to everyone that you see. Namaste.